Canny Media Football, it's match day live. Arsenal playing its match day of, I think, match day 20. Not so. I think this is their 20th game in the season. They had played 19 games of football, and now they are here to play a very huge part into this season as they really pay a visit to Everton, a side that just sacked their manager Frank Lampard and brought in Sean Dyche, a manager who is really predominantly known for playing pragmatic football and make it hard for his opponents to come in and really score against him. Rock and David is my name. Smash like button, comment and share. And obviously, Thomas Partey starts into the starting 11 of Arsenal. Obviously, Jorginho has not made his full debut, but I think he might get in some minutes. And I'm going to give you my reason as to why I think the manager has really gone in for a player known as Thomas Partey to start amid him returning from injury and making a very quick recovery. They've gone in for Thomas Partey. So smash the like button, comment and share. Let's get straight into this and show you who as Arsenal brought into their starting 11 to face a side known as Everton at Goodison's Park. That is the starting 11 of Arsenal, and obviously they're having Ramsdale, Ben White, Saliba, Zinchenko, Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and Edin Nketiah. That is the starting 11 of the Arsenal side. When you look at the substitutes, they're having Matt Turner, Kian Tierney, Tomiyasu, Rob Holding, Jakub Kiwior. They're having Jorginho, Vieira. They're having Trossard and Kozia Dobre. Those are the substitutions that Arsenal have really gone ahead to flaunt down at the Goodison's Park to see to it that they really get 3 points in their pocket as they prepare to find themselves into winning lots of the games of football in here. At a club known as Manchester United. It's not Manchester United. Arsenal is taking on Everton, not so. United is in my DNA. I support United, but sometimes it crosses my mind. But that is the starting 11 of Arsenal. That is it. And let's go to the starting 11 of Everton. They're having Pickford, Coleman being the captain, Tarkowski, Cody Corner, Milenko, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Onana, Dokore, McNeil, Iwobi, Calvert-Lewin. Those are the starting 11 players of Everton. Substitutes: Bagovic, Holgate, Gare, Mina, Maupe, Godfrey, Davies, Vingare, and Smins. That is the starting 11 of Everton. And feel free to go into the live chat and vote, or put your prediction down there. Cast your vote. The poll has been really put out. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts. Put your prediction. Tell me your thoughts about this highly contested game of football, because that's how it's gonna be. Smash the like button, guys. 30 people watching in with only 2 likes. Smash the like button, and obviously let's get into the most interesting bit of this. And this comes in when we are really analyzing and really showing you who has brought who in this game of football. When you look at Arsenal, they are really having a very, very beautiful lineup and strong, unchanged from the team that really played against Manchester United, that really got them a win at home. Arsenal is a team that has really gone ahead to show us that they are really a team that doesn't give up, and they've really kept this in their DNA. They don't give up. They keep winning. Looks like they'll never stop winning. And that is Arsenal for you, as far as never. They never give up, and they keep struggling to see that really put up the title to the next win. What's the importance of this win for Arsenal? If Arsenal wins today, you know it very well that they are really going to be how many points ahead of City? They are going to be 8 points ahead of City. That will be a very huge restoration for Arsenal to see that City is going to be playing against Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow. And in the previous 4 seasons, City has not gotten 3 points at the stadium of Tottenham Hotspur. So that means they are in for a very hard game, for a very, very, very hard season at Is it the new White Hart Lane? That's how it's called. The new White Hart Lane. That's how it's called. So that's why Arsenal needs to go all out and really win this game of football. When you look at the 11 of Arsenal, totally, there have been some changes made. Ramsdale never started in the game of Arsenal when they played a team called City. City beat them in the FA Cup. It was Matt Turner. Ramsdale comes in through to start. Then Ben White returns after that humiliation from Marcus Rashford at the Emirates Stadium. He was taken off in the 45th minute and they brought on Tomiyasu. Now, Tomiyasu started the game of Man City. Now Ben White returns to play into the right back position of Arsenal. Zinchenko retained his position, though he really started off the bench and came on when Arsenal was being beaten by City at Etihad in the FA Cup, but played 90 minutes at the Emirates when they are beating Manchester United by 3-2, being responsible for that cutback cross that found Odegaard and laid that ball to find Nketiah, and Nketiah scored the winner in the 90th minute of the game. Then Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba, they're going to be playing in a central defense partnership that is one of the best in the Premier League, keeping very many clean sheets and obviously being outstanding. Saliba, a combination of a workaholic and a very good player as far as being comfortable when the ball is concerned, technically gifted, good game reading, but Gabriel Magalhaes is known for his good game reading and being a hard tackler into that central defense. So these two complement themselves very well, though Jakub Kiwior is on the bench, but I expect him that when he really comes in through Jakub Kiwior, Gabriel Magalhaes is going to be having a very tough time in his career at Arsenal. Do you know why? He's breaking records at the training ground of Arsenal. He jumps better than Gabriel Magalhaes. He does everything better than Gabriel Magalhaes. He's fast. He's a good head of the ball, and he has an aspect that Gabriel Magalhaes doesn't possess of passing the ball from the back. If you know what Mikel Arteta is all about, he's all about building play from the back. Not so. If at all you've known him for some time, that's what is in his DNA, Mikel Arteta. Now, Thomas Partey returning in this game of Arsenal facing Everton. I thought Jorginho was going to come in and really start because Thomas Partey is returning from injury and he's having a ribs injury. So, Arteta is really going to be put on the spot. If Thomas Partey happens to get another injury in this game of football, Arsenal fans are going to go on him. They'll ask him, why did you play Thomas Partey when there is Jorginho, yet that guy is returning from injury? And I also thought that it's better to put Jorginho into this game of football and then rest Thomas Partey and let him be on the bench. Then you bring him later. But Arteta will tell you that a team I'm playing right now is having a new manager. Arteta knows it very well how players are going to really be high, especially those of Everton. They are going to be playing for their lives. They are going to be playing for positions. And this game is really important for Everton. Arteta knows it very well. That's why he's gone in for Thomas Partey. He doesn't want to mess up. If Jorginho will start at Emirates against Brentford, that's a debate for another day. But today, he doesn't need to mess up with Everton because Everton is having strong players in the midfield. I think he has thought about the physicality battles. Jorginho is not known for being a player to win the physicality battles. Onana, Dokore, Iwobi, Ghana, all those three midfielders I'm talking about, Onana, Dokore, and Idrissa Gueye, their physicality, they are talented, and they are really physical. So it's really going to be a very huge physical battle in the midfield of Arsenal versus Everton. Highly anticipative. The intensity is really going to be way up above the ordinary because Everton is going to be having very many fans cheering them for the entire 90 minutes. They don't want to be relegated. However much the fans of Everton are not in song with the owner, they believe that a win will really let them and take them to the next level. So that's the starting 11 of Arsenal as you see it. I've given you a reason as to why I believe Thomas Partey has been put into this game, though he's returning from injury, because he's one of the best CDMs in the Premier League. Not so? And if I told you one of the best in the Premier League, you're one of the best in the world. So Odegaard comes in through to play as another midfielder in the midfield 3 position of Arsenal, then Xhaka coming in through to play a part. And this midfield, this time round, they have to work themselves out. Unless otherwise, they go in and get an early goal and maybe kill off the game at the first half by 2-0. That's it. But if at all they don't and really keep in a distance that Everton feels like it's reachable, I believe it's really going to be a game of football that is going to be won in the midfield. Who is winning the midfield battle? I think Arsenal has a higher chance of winning it, but Everton is really having three central midfielders that are really huge and physical and talented. They are going to bring them a game. It will going to depend on how Thomas Partey does the checkmates, all combats the attacks of Everton through the midfield, because this manager that they're having of Everton, Sean Dyche, is really a conservative manager. So it's really going to be hard for Arsenal, but I believe they can put 3 past Everton. I gave my prediction way back in the match preview. Then Martinelli, the new man, having a new contract, still at Arsenal until 2027 with an option to trigger on his contract, starting off the left attacking side of the midfield or as a left forward. But remember, in the game of Man United, he never played very well. And he was benched in the game of City. Trossard came in through and started and played very well. So the manager is really trying to rotate players. And I think maybe Martinelli was really having a little bit of fatigue in him. That's why he never really put up performances that were really consistent in the previous games that Arsenal have been playing. So I believe him being rested for the game of Man City, came on through and played like 20 minutes. I think he's now sharp and is going to make a statement as to why they've given him a new contract. Because these are moments you are supposed to capitalize on and score, or really show that you are really one of the best to deserve a contract of close to £180,000 a week. That is Gabriel Martinelli. Bukayo Saka, so much silent in the game of City. Nathan Ake marked him out of the game. He marked him out of the game and was too silent, had nothing to do in that entire game. So this time around is coming in at Everton. I think this game comes in a perfect timing for him to really get back to the levels we know Saka is all about. So Saka is playing as a right forward, then Eddie Nketiah leading the line. Having not scored against City, after scoring a brace against Manchester United, this is another game that Eddie Nketiah has to introduce himself. Remember, last season when he played here, he missed out on an empty net. He headed that ball and it really hit the bottom post. So it is time to exonerate himself from all what he's going in through. That is a player known as Nketiah. So good to see it that Arteta has really gone ahead to flaunt his squad as you see it there for you. And I'm having people already coming in through talking to me. I'm having Yahoo Chaguranyi is telling me, David, thanks for being a real man. I like you however much you support Manchester United. Thank you very much for watching me. Then I'm having Ferramini, Arsenal all the way. All right, Arsenal all the way. Come on, Gunners. Arsenal needs to win this game of football to extend their lead to 8 points back again. To see it that they are level with City at the same game, at the same number of games, and now they've gone ahead to really go back and stretch that lead to 8. But it's not going to be an easy game because I've seen Charles Schwartz put up something I do want to throw to you in the next how many minutes? Is it 5? Because I first want to show you the system that Everton have really come in for to play alongside Arsenal today and dissect it according to what Sean Dyche is all about. When you look at that system, when you look at the team of Everton on your screen, they're having Pickford in goal. They've gone for a 4-4-1-1. So this is like a 4-5-1. That's it. Because Doucouré is really going to be so much up to here. They're going to be using the height of Calvert-Lewin, as you see him here leading the line. They are going to go long, meaning that they are really going to use many, many long balls to really attack or affect the back four of Arsenal. But the good thing is that Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba are really tall and good in the air. But they're having Coleman, right back, Cody and Tarkowski, central defense partnership. Mialenko is the left back. Then Iwobi playing as a right winger. Idrissa Gueye, Onana, midfield 2. McNeil playing as a left winger. Doucouré playing as a central attack midfielder with Calvert-Lewin leading the line. So it shows you that he is almost playing with the back 8. You see, these 8 players are really going to be behind the ball. So Arsenal needs to go out and pull out loads of energies to break them up. They need to work themselves up because the system being drawn by the manager, known as Sean Dyke, is to be defensive. I'm seeing here on Sky Sports, they're talking about he's playing with a 4-3-3. Even if it's a 4-3-3 because those are how many layers? 3 layers, but 3 layers of 7 or 8 people behind the ball. And Dokore, Edwisa Gueye, and Onana, these 3 are really steals into this midfield. So Thomas Partey is really going to be having a very hard day, according to me, because these people are really too physical. And Odegaard has to put in a fist, has to put in everything has been putting on the line as usual. And Xhaka, we know him is hard, rough, and energetic. So a lot of energy might be used in that midfield. But it's going to depend on how Arsenal spreads that ball and how quick they pass that ball. Because quick passing helps you. Quick passing helps you go past what we call these compact teams. You get? And Arsenal, he has really proven to us that they can do that again and again and again and again and again and again. So I believe they are going to use quick passing. They are going to use the wide area because Arsenal has this tactic of really playing. Arsenal has a tactic of really playing with two wide forwards, Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. Xhaka, Thomas Partey, Odegaard, Zinchenko, Ben White. They knock around that ball, around this area, and then that ball will attract these Everton players. So if Everton are to survive, they need to be disciplined, not to be attracted so much on the ball, because Arsenal will do that a lot. Odegaard will come in through, knock around the pass here. Zinchenko knocks it around as Martinelli and Bukayo Saka spread wide into these wide areas or wide spaces. So after spreading wide in the wide spaces, either Zinchenko, Thomas Partey, Odegaard, or Xhaka, or Saliba will float that long ball to find Martinelli. And you know what Martinelli and Saka are good at when they're really on a 1v1 situation and having space to occupy? They tear you apart. That's what they do best. So Everton need to really combat this midfield, because when you combat this midfield, then you'll cut off supply of Martinelli, Nketiah, and Bukayo Saka. But if at all you let them really exist in that midfield, they're really going to do the needful. But you pity a team called Everton because they are playing one of the best players in the league, Martin Odegaard. Thomas Partey, one of the best CDMs in the league. Then Granit Xhaka, one of the most improved players under Mikel Arteta. So you pity them, but they have to come in through and really show us that they are really at that level of competing with the people at a side known as Arsenal. So that is it coming in from Arsenal. And thank you guys for watching in through. Smash the like button, comment, and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. 40 people watching in and only 6 likes. That is a shame, guys. Continue to subscribe to this channel as you guys really do the needful and tell us what you think about this game of football. I'm seeing people in the live chat flocking it and continue doing so. Let me show you a little bit of how Arsenal players arrived at Goodson's Park. This is Kian Tierney, player who played. He had some good minutes against Man City because he closed down Mahrez, and Mahrez was even took off. And we don't even remember that he was even on the field of play. It shows you the beautiful work of Kian Tierney that he did down there. Then Gabriel Martinelli, having signed a new contract worth £180,000 a week, he's also arrived. And this is how he arrived and is into the starting 11 of Arsenal. Then the other player arriving is Granit Xhaka, one of the most improved players under the management of Mikel Arteta at the club known as Arsenal. That is Granit Xhaka, the Swiss. Oh, that's Swiss, not so? Because it comes in from Switzerland. This is Thomas Partey and Bukayo Saka arriving at the club of Everton. That is Goodson's Park, where the game of football is going to take place and be played in there for you. So continue smashing the like button and let's see what is going to happen. Then Charles Watts is really one of those Arsenal correspondents that are really known, that is really so much good and having lots of stats. He has already arrived at Goodson's Park, and this is how the situation is at Goodson's Park. That is how Goodson's Park is looking, Everton Stadium, and it's telling us that you have to go back 6 years to find the last time Arsenal won here. And Ozil and Sanchez inspired 5 to win. Lacazette scored his first Arsenal goal away. So it shows you that this has not been a very easy visit for Arsenal in the previous years. They've always faced it rough because the team that they're playing against is really one of those that are not really an easy nut to crack, especially from home. Now, the last game they played here, I remember it very well. It was played on Wednesday, I think. They were beaten by 2-1. Damian Gray scoring the winner after Tavares gifting the ball. So it was really a nightmare for Arsenal because Aubameyang missed out on 2 chances. Nketiah missed out on a net to beat. The ball struck the bottom post. That was the last time I saw Arsenal play here. And that was last season. But however much that happened, Arsenal is coming here a much more improved side. They are no longer the other Arsenal that has been playing here. When you talk about, when he's talking about that it's now 6 years to find the last time Arsenal won at Goodson's Park, that team of Arsenal had some good players. You get? They had some good players. Now, this team that is coming at Goodson's Park is rewriting Arsenal history. I believe Arsenal are getting a win. Arsenal are getting a win today, because they're a better team than Everton. And Everton, in the 44 times they've played a team on top of the table, they've only won 3 times. Most of the times, they've gone ahead to lose. So, however much there is this vibe of a new manager and very many other stuffs being talked about, I believe they're going to be beaten. Everton is going to be beaten by Arsenal. Why? Arsenal are going to this game with not as so much pressure like they had when they're playing Manchester United. United is one of those teams that has really gone ahead to pick up, and they are beyond schedule, according to me. But United scored first, Arsenal equalized. Arsenal went ahead in the 53rd minute by Bukayo Saka. Then Martinez equalized in the 59th minute, but Arsenal kept going and they won that game of football by 3-2. So I don't believe Everton is having qualities, is having players of quality like that of Manchester United. So I believe Arsenal are really going to get a result, a positive result of 3 points. I don't see them dropping any points. I see them winning totally. So I don't know what your thoughts are. Let me go straight into what you guys are thinking about this game of football. Lukman Snow, sure win. That is Lukman Snow. Thank you for watching in. You are telling that it's sure win for Arsenal. No matter what Arsenal has to win, Rokani, I think they have to win. And I've given them my prediction that they're going to win this game of football because nothing is going to stop them. Arsenal is really relentless. They're resilient. They are really everything. They are winning. They're immaculate. They are just out of this world. They are playing their best football, according to me. Reason being, even right now, having played 19 games, they are far much better. I think they're having 4 or 5 more points than the Invisibles. It shows you how good this side is, and they can even average 100 points this season. Then Kizo Agbius, good evening from here. Thank you for watching in. Then Arsenal to win. Thank you for really telling me your prediction in here on this channel. Then we are having Yahoo Chaguranyi telling me Arsenal will win this game by 3-1. Thus, Honorable Yahoo Chaguranyi live in Isingiro District, #1 Arsenal supporter. All right, thank you very much for watching in, Honorable Yahoo Chaguranyi, because as things stand here for you, we are really doing a very good job. Arsenal is doing a very good job. They don't down tools. They've kept themselves in the know. And secondly, for the very first time in the Premier League, Arsenal is coming in with a very huge bench on their side. Let me show you their bench of Arsenal. Let me show you the bench of Arsenal and really realize how strong Arsenal has really improved. Because last season, when they played here, They never had this bench, did they? Look at the players Arsenal having on the bench. Kian Tierney, Jakub Kivio, Rob Holding, Tahiro Tomiyasu, Leandro Trossard, Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, Matt Turner, and Amario Kozia Dobry. Now, this bench can do anything. If Arteta wants to close it up when they are when they are winning, Kian Tierney comes in through, solidifies the left back. Tomiyasu comes in through, solidifies the right back. Then Jorginho comes in through and obviously plays in the midfield three because he's a good passer of the ball and obviously dictates the tempo of play. He can knock it around anytime he wants because for him, his attribute is one of the best passers of the ball in the world. Now, if Arsenal looks like they want to get a win, they're having Trossard from the bench. That's it. I think he's the only attacking option that can come off the bench and really do the needful for them because the three others that would have come off the bench are really nowhere to be seen because they are injured. Gabriel Jesus returning 20 days from now. Emil Smith-Rowe is returning next week. Reece Nelson back in training. So those three, if I already had them on the bench, they can come in and redo the needful. So it shows you that Arsenal is having a better bench than they had last season. So it looks like they are really in a very better placed position to win this game of football because a bench also is responsible for a result you get in this game of football. That is it. Clenget, Philip, Rokani, Martinelli to score, Philip in Qatar. Thank you for watching in Philip in Qatar. Obviously, I can't downplay your thoughts of Martinelli to score because he has really gone ahead to score very many goals for Arsenal this season. But the stats indicate that most of the goals Martinelli has gone ahead to score for Arsenal, he has scored them at the Emirates. He rarely scores away from home. I think the only goal he scored away from home is that of Brighton. Was it Brighton? Yeah, Brighton. He scored against Brighton. But most of his goals come when he's playing at the Emirates. But you don't rule him out of scoring goals. Reason, he's been given a new contract. And when you're giving a new contract and given a new salary, that means you have to improve on your performances. Not so? So, guys, that is it. Martinelli to score. Nice prediction. That is Chelenget Philip from Qatar. Then Luke Matsno, Rokani, where did Kosi go? I think Kosi is available, but he's having a different plan altogether. He's coming back. I think he's coming back soon. He's coming back with a different vibe, and just keep onto the Kosi Arsenal podcast, and he's really going to go ahead and really do the needful in there for you. Then I'm having Chelenget Philip Rokani. I need your number, boss. You deserve a bottle of soda. All right. You want my number? All right. 774 plus 256 774 530326. So, Mr. Chelenget Philip, the number is there. I think let me pin it. Should I pin it? Where is it? All right. I've pinned it up there. It's 774-530326. That's my number. So if you feel like I'll be welcome to get me a soda. Thank you very much for appreciating Mr. Chelenget Philip, and really keep it up. All right. So that is the number. Let me flash it on the screen. That is it. Mr. Chelenget Philip. That is my number, as you've requested it for. Now I'm having Chelenget Philip, you always bring us here the truth only. I'm in Qatar. Thank you for watching in. Then you are telling me that Rokani, where did Kosi really go? I like your analysis on Kosi. Kosi is really schooling. He's at university. So I think him being at uni, that really sabotages his way of work. But I believe he's planning. I think he's trying to sort out how to really work it up with education and doing his. But expect him, he's going to come back bigger and better. That's it. But he's okay. He's okay. He's going to come back big and better. And I think you guys will really do the needful and really wait for him. He's the biggest African channel holder. That's it. Of Arsenal in Africa. So he has really worked hard for it. he can't really leave it behind. He's ready and ready and ready and ready to come in through and do the needful for the club. So thank you very much for watching in through, guys. Then we are having Karenzi Jotham. Why playing Partey? Surely that guy, I can predict he's not playing against City on the 15th of February. Now, I've given you my reasons. I think you've just joined in through, but I have respect for every person who comes in through here. The reason as to why I believe Thomas Partey, the reason as why I think Arteta has gone ahead to play Partey is simple. Look at the midfield of these people. Look at it. The midfield is really, 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 really solid, full of physicality players. Let me show you these players that Arteta is going to face, and that's why has gone in for an effort to bring in a player known as Partey instead of Jorginho. Now, look at Idrissa Gueye, Onana, and Doucouré. All of these are really good, talented players, but physicality is part of their game. These three, if you play them against Jorginho, that means you're going to expose Xhaka to doing the hard work. Yet, each and every time he has been doing the hard work, he has found himself yellow carded or red carded. So, for this game, I think it's better you bring Partey. And I'm in song with Arteta for bringing Thomas Partey. Reason being, this game is important. It's very, very important. Why is it important? If Arsenal win today, they are going to be at how many points? Is it going to be 54 points, right? When you look at the Premier League table, Arsenal is having 50 points. If they win today, they're going to be at 53 points, meaning that they're going to be 8 points ahead of City. Remember, City is playing Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow. So they have to win this game of football anyhowly. And even if it's against City, City doesn't use the physical attribute in the game of football. Even if you play Jorginho against City, it's okay. But this game of Everton has lots of reasons for Arteta to bring in Thomas Partey. New manager, they are fighting for relegation. The players are going to put their bodies on the line. So you need a person to combat this midfield three of Idrissa Gueye, Onana, and Doucouré because they are good on the ball, but they are also physical. Can Jorginho win this battle? I doubt, but I believe he can. But in the game of football, they tell you, don't risk, because you might risk and really see the repercussions and suffer the repercussions of risking the game of football and playing with you. So I believe he has run a very good gesture. Then I get number boss, that is Chelenget Philip from Qatar. Then Karenzi Jonathan Rokani, what's your take on playing Partey when he was doubting his fitness yesterday? I've just answered that you had to play Thomas Partey in this game of football because of the three physical blocks of Everton: Onana, Idrissa Gueye, and Doucouré. Physical players. You need to really go ahead and really bring in physical players. But I believe Partey, if he's fit in this game, you start him. But let's wait and see. It's a decision taken by the manager. We don't know what his intentions were, but all the intentions that is really best on to get on Thomas Partey on the field of play mean that the manager is really having positive intentions. So he has really done a very good job at Arsenal, and I think let's trust him. Arsenal fans, trust your manager, because Arsenal is where it is because of his decisions, not the fans' decisions. Not so? Ogaram Dennis, good evening. Good evening, Dennis. How are you and where are you watching us from? Then I'm having Karenzi Jotham. Let's wait and see how Partey will come out. I believe he has gone ahead and pushed on several occasions, and he has not really let down the team of Arsenal. So I believe he will always come in through and do the needful for the club of Arsenal. So that is it. And let me have someone coming in from Kigali, Rwanda. Karenzi Jotham is watching in from Kigali, Rwanda. Thank you for watching in from Kigali, Rwanda. Rwanda is one of the shirt sponsors of Arsenal, especially the sleeve sponsor of Arsenal is known as Visit Rwanda. Not so? Frank JP, Arsenal all the way. All right. it has to be Arsenal all the way, because there is no way you tell me that no Arsenal fan is not geared up for this game. After beating Manchester United, it's really one of those things that's supposed to go on and do to win. If you don't win against Everton, yet you beat Manchester United, that means you would have done nothing. That's what we call in our language washing and really lining up your clothes in the mud. You get? That is it. So I believe Arsenal has to win this game of football to consolidate their number one Premier League spot and send a message to City that are traveling to London to play Tottenham tomorrow that we are now 8 points ahead of you. City is going to go in with a lot of pressure, 8 points behind Arsenal. Then they are going to play a team that has always beaten them at that stadium for the past 4 years. Then, hello, thanks for the program, but Arsenal must win. I think Arsenal is winning 3-0 or 3-1. I think they might even keep a clean sheet because, surprisingly, Arsenal has kept very many clean sheets away from home than at the Emirates. Have you known that? At Emirates, Arsenal have only kept one clean sheet against Nottingham Forest. They never kept a clean sheet against Manchester United. They never kept a clean sheet against West Ham, not with Liverpool, not with Spurs, not with Aston Villa, not with Leicester City, not with Fulham. So Arsenal has always been conceding very many goals at home, but away, they've kept lots of clean sheets. Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Brentford, Leeds, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Which other game they kept a clean sheet away from home? I think Arsenal has kept like 6-7 clean sheets away from home. So it shows you that away from home, they defend very well. But at Emirates, they tend to concede very many goals. Then, Karekezi Jotham, when we lift the Premier League, come 28th, may come home to Kigali, we celebrate the trophy. Oh, I'm not a good traveler. That's my problem. I'm not good at traveling. That's my problem. That's it. I'm not really good at traveling. I'm a person who is really used to being in the same place, not really good at traveling. But I want Arsenal to win the trophy, because when they win the trophy, and we look at the trajectory of Manchester United, it shows you that these two teams are getting there, getting back to where we were close to 10, 15 years ago, when United and Arsenal, we are not seeing eye to eye. That's the beef I want. You get? I don't want to see Arsenal thriving and United degrading. I want to see the trajectory of Arsenal going up, even that of United going up. Descendancy is not part of these two teams. Ten Hag is doing wonders at Old Trafford. Arteta is doing wonders at Emirates. We want to see this next season. Arsenal and Manchester United going head-to-head to fight for the Premier League title of next season. That's what I really want to see for Manchester United and Arsenal. So I like that. I like that. Frank JP, Arsenal will win by 3-0. That's my prediction too. If Everton seem to score one goal, maybe one, but I don't see them scoring because they've lost 4 consecutive games at home. 4 consecutive games at home. That gives Arsenal a chance to really capitalize onto that and do the needful. But you should know that Sean Dyche, new manager of Everton, pragmatic manager, very conservative, he's going to really park the bus and hit Arsenal on the break. With Calvert-Lewin at the pinnacle of the attack of Everton, expect long balls to be floated in the final third of Arsenal. And Calvert-Lewin is going to be winning those because that's his best attribute. He uses his height very well to win those games. That is Frank JP predicting 3-0. I'm having Maroon Cats, Trossard to score today. Yeah, he's going to come off the bench. I know he's going to play some minutes today. Reason being, he's one of the best players that Arsenal has brought onto the field of play. And that is Mr. Maroon Cats, Trossard to score today. All right, let's wait and see how Trossard is scoring today. Very good person to come in through and do the needful. Then Lukomotsno, Rokani, Julie wish us good. I wish Arsenal good. You know, I want Arsenal to win because I have my reasons as Manchester United fan. One, if City win this trophy, they would have gone to break our record of winning 3 Premier League titles consecutively. 2007, 2008. It was 2006, 2007, 2007, 2008, 2000 and, I think it was 2007, 2008, 2008, 2009, 2009, 2010, United went ahead to win 3 Premier League trophies consecutively. City has done it for the previous two seasons. If they win it, they would have equaled us. And you know how hard it's going to be for them if at all Arsenal wins it this time around, because United is really back on the track and Arsenal. So it's not going to be easy for them to win them 3 consecutive times. So the other reason is simple. We are in the same city of Manchester. I can't wish them well. I rather Arsenal win the trophy than Man City. That's why I want Arsenal to win it. You get? So I wish Arsenal well because I really want to see United and Arsenal back, because Man City and Liverpool don't have wide global fans. Their fan base globally is really limited. But Arsenal and Manchester United are highly supported, vastly known on the world globe. So these two, when they are back at it and competing, the Premier League is going to take a different level altogether, and you, the fans, are really going to be enjoying the game of football. That's it. Everyone would like a battle of Manchester United and Arsenal. Not a battle of Arsenal and Man City, not a battle of Man City and Liverpool. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. But Arsenal returning to full swing, that is something that everyone is excited about. And United, we really want to see the needful and really come in here and really do what we are really good for in here at a side known as Matches at Arsenal. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. I think we are going to call it a day. But Mikel Arteta has really spoken to the press. I think I should find some things to bring you here that is really going to have to say about the Arsenal game versus Everton. Right, let me try to find out some things here. Mikel Arteta. All right. Let me throw you some Arteta before we really call it quits tonight. Oh, sorry, it's not tonight. It's just afternoon. He has said every game in this league is extremely difficult. At Southampton, we are not at our best, although we had chances to win and we didn't take them. Everton are going to ask different questions of us to Manchester United, for example, but there will be difficult questions to answer. So he's expecting a difficult game. That's why I was going in for Thomas Partey into that midfield as the manager of Arsenal, and he's telling you that questions are going to be asked and we must get answers right. So that's Mikel Arteta hinting a little bit about the game of Arsenal versus Everton that is going to be played today. He's anticipating a very difficult game of Everton because they've not been good visitors at the Goodson's Park. Not so. Then he said that after, from the bottom of my heart, I wish them all the best, but we are looking to get something at Everton this time, especially because of the years I had there, the love I feel towards the club. I hope they can turn this around in the best possible way. I had even forgotten about that Arsenal bought Mikel Arteta from Everton. So Arteta is going back at Everton, and the stadium that knows very, very well, and he knows the atmosphere. So he's an OB there, but he says, I'm an Arsenal manager, top of the table. I need to win the trophy. However much I beat Everton, they'll be having some 16 games left, all 17, to save their season. So he's telling them, I'm coming here for a win. I want something here. Amidst you being my other home, but Arsenal is my first home. That is the manager of Arsenal known as Mikel Arteta. Then lastly is Emporia Bernard. What happened to your friend Kosi Arsenal podcast? Kosi is back to school. That's it. He's back to school. So I think holding two things at the same time, I think is really not easy for him. So, but I believe he's having a plan to get back, because I think this semester is coming to an end when? The end of January? That's it. I think he's going to return and make a very huge comeback. So guys, thank you for watching it through. Allow me to end this poll. Arsenal win 85%, Everton win 12%, then draws 2%. So 41 people voted. and they've called in for an Arsenal win. Let's wait and see whether Arsenal is winning. I believe Arsenal is winning by 3-0 or 3-1 at Goodson Park. Thank you guys for watching me through. I sign out for now. See you later. Everyone who has been part of this stream, you are just immaculate. So see you when the game is done with the match reaction live onto the Rokani Media Football. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. I sign out.